Page 54. Reading. Local students start community garden.
For more than 20 years, this block of North Street has been empty, with no buildings, no trees, and lots of garbage and junk. But 2 City College students are working to change this vacant lot into a peaceful, green community vegetable garden. Dan Choi and Andy Sosa, both biology majors, got the idea for the garden after the neighborhood's only supermarket closed down. Now the nearest place for fresh vegetables is 3 miles away, says Choi. But if we grew our own food, we wouldn't have to go so far. Choi and Sosa hope the garden will have other benefits for this low-income neighborhood, where many people are out of work and there aren't many services like hospitals or public transportation. For one thing, a garden would look better than a vacant lot. It also gives people a meeting place to talk about local issues or just hang out, says Sosa. Also, if people in the community spent more time outside together with their neighbors, the crime rate might get better, says Choi. Gardening is also a great way to teach children about the environment and about healthy eating. Kids wouldn't eat so much junk food if they knew how bad it was. So far, Choi and Sosa have gotten permission for the garden from the owner of the lot and have started working with neighborhood residents to clear away the garbage. They are also trying to raise money for a fence, tomato plants, and other supplies. If we had more money, we could grow more food and do more good, says Sosa.
If I won $1 million, first I'd give a lot of the money to charity because I don't need that much money and there are a lot of people who could use it. And then I think I'd travel with my family because I love to travel and there are a lot of places I'd love to see that I can't afford to see. And then I think I'd set aside some money for shopping and getting things for myself because what's winning the lottery if you don't get to buy yourself a few things?
Well, if I won $1 million, I would probably buy a new car. I need a new car, and that's something I could envision happening. I would also give some money to my brother and probably buy a new apartment for him. And also I would take my parents on a cruise around the world. They love to travel, and I think that would be a great way to give something back to them.
If I won $1 million, I would probably keep some of the money and give away some of the money. I would probably keep the money and invest it in a bank account. I would probably give some of the money away to an orphanage or some sort of a charity. And lastly, I'd probably buy a house.
Wow, if I won $1 million, I would start with giving a little to charity. I think my mom would be proud. Second, I would love to travel, go see places that I've never been to before. I've been to some in Europe, but I would love to see Eastern Europe. And Africa I've never been to. I would love to go on safari there. Of course, I would have to set aside a good amount for clothes. And so shopping, a big shopping spree. Also, I think I would buy my dream car. That would be a big luxury that I would splurge on. And probably quit my job. Who needs to work, right? You need time for shopping.